Hey you guys, this is Mike with CryptoTaxed. In today's video, we're going to do a little technical analysis of the Bitcoin markets, along with bring you a little news and just go over everything for the day. But before we begin, let's go over that disclaimer. Information provided in these videos and any accompanying materials is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult your own financial advisor before making any decisions. Alright you guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop right in here and kind of look at what Bitcoin's doing. I know we were looking at it the other day, and I just wanted to show you we're currently still in a descending triangle, and we're just kind of trading sideways. We're setting new lower highs, and we're setting new higher lows, but you know, in reality, we're just going horizontal. So let's go ahead and get a little closer look. You can see it's just, you know, nothing really. The MACD, we're still above, but we're not doing anything special. It's not like this cross here where we just took off and went on a rally. You know, we crossed down here and we came back down, and you know, right now there's not a lot of volume or anything going on. It's just more sideways. The stochastic RSI, you can see the exact same thing. We got above, we traded up here, came down. Now we're doing the same pattern. We're just kind of just going sideways. It's nothing real glamorous going on right now, you guys. I don't see any indicator on the candlesticks to tell me anything different's about to occur. But I know there's some people out there that like to trade on the hour. So let's just go ahead and look at this. So let's go to the hour. And I'm going to back out a little bit so you can kind of see everything. So what we got going on right now, and I'll just kind of go through what I look at whenever I'm going to do TA, because I know if you're new to this channel is really new. And so I want to just kind of show you what I look for. So right now we kind of came off this market at the middle of September. And when I see these three, what we call dojis, they're typically indication of there's indecision in the market. Something is about to occur. If you're on a downtrend, typically it means there's about to be an uptrend. If you're on the upside of a trend, typically that means there's going to be a downtrend. So whenever you're looking at these graphs, especially if you're, you know, trying to trade consistently, look at those. They can be definitely powerful indicators. So it started going up, and then the biggest indicator of all that I saw was this right here. This is an engulfing bull candlestick. So what it is you're looking at the body of the candlesticks. So the red obviously is a bear, green is your bull, and as you can see, the bull's candlestick completely engulfs the bears. It's larger. That means sentiment's on the rise, money's coming in the market, and that's the time to buy. And as you can see, afterwards we were horizontal, but we took off on a little rally. At the top of this rally, you got an inside down. So I don't know if I can get in there where you can really see it a little more, but it's these little candlesticks right here. So this is kind of when you're at your peak, is what you're looking for, is this little indecision right here. You have your bullish candlestick followed by your bearish candlestick, where the bearish is smaller, but then the next day they open and close roughly at the same time with it falling. So it's an inside down followed by a doji. Like I said, it's indecision in the market, so you can expect something happen. So we go horizontal, and it occurs one more time right there, inside down, and look at what happens. We just fall down. So right now is an inside up, which is the exact same thing, just opposite. And as you can see, we're kind of going on an up market. So that's just kind of the stuff I look for on technical analysis. It's, you know, it's not me predicting the future. It's just trying to give you better odds of what's going to happen without going in there completely blind. Otherwise, you know, you're going in there 50-50. This maybe will give you a 20% better chance odds, but the better your odds, the more money you're liable to make. So that's just a quick hit on the hourly. I know a lot of people try to trade on hourly. Right now we are in the uptrend, but let's look at this MACD. As you can see, if I were in y'all's shoes trading like this, I'd be a little weary. The MACD's starting to flatten out. The stochastic RSI is starting to come back down. So we could be at the peak of this little rally, getting ready to come down and correct a little bit. But again, not financial advice, not an expert here, just me giving you my personal opinion. All right, I'm going to switch it back to the day. And we'll just go ahead and take a look. So here's the channel I drew for you, and I know everybody's different how they draw their channels. The way I do it is the last big down spot before we go on a rally, before the bull market. That's where I mark it. So you're talking, I think it was 52.36, and then I mark it with the next low of the low. So it should be right around here, the 59. And so, of course, as you can see, my line is not flat. It actually goes on a rise. So this support level is constantly rising. And that's kind of what you really want to see in channels, whether it be up or down. So as you can see, it came down, hit it, come back up, hit it. It's constantly going down. And it's getting these ups and downs, these rallies are getting smaller and smaller as it comes off the resistance, as it bounces off the support. So that's why I'm saying in November, October, we're almost to the end of this triangle. That's what you're going to see, is something's going to happen. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go into what's happening in the market right now. So as you can see, I'm going to use different market tools when I'm doing all my analysis. That way it just gives y'all options on what to use. It's not me preferring one over the other. I'm not in any way supported by any of these. This is just me doing videos to help everybody out. So today's, I'm going to use live coin watch. So if you're used to CoinMarketCap, which is the big one, this is just another alternative. If you like it, great, and you want to use it, awesome. If you don't, it's cool too. So they have all the same coins on here. They go by market cap. You can obviously click these, change them up however you want to. They got a nighttime, daytime theme. I just like nighttime. It's just a little easier on the eyes. They do total market cap, total 24-hour volume, and here's your Bitcoin dominance over here. So right now we're on top 100. As you can see, Bitcoin's trading around 6,500, Ethereum 215, Ripple, which had a massive run up the other days, at 54 cent, Bitcoin Cash 447, EOS 536, and you can go through here and just read all the ones that you might like or are interested in. And so let's just go ahead and check it out, the 24 hour. So the ones that are in the red, and we're not talking much, you guys, we're talking 5, 3, 2, 1%. I mean, that could definitely change very, very easily. But as you can see, there's not that much red going on right now. It's not the end of the world like you've seen sometimes. And here's the green, and wow, Eternal Token, 84%. That's massive. Payday Coin, 29. Electronium, I know there's Electronium people out there, about 25% up. As you can see, we have a lot more green. So right now, the market is going up slowly but surely. Let's go ahead and go back to the numbers. And so this is just, you know, if you're looking for something different than CoinMarketCap, maybe this is for you. They have different stuff up here. We'll just go ahead and I'll just show you some stuff while I'm here. Let's just do exchanges. It just shows you the breakdown of 24-hour volume on all of them. So Binance is absolutely just crushing it. Huobi, Bitfinex, Bithumb, and you can read them for yourself if you come in here. So if you want to see where people are trading at, this is the different websites they're trading on. Go to market. Where's it at? News. So if you want to see some of the news, you can come here, and they'll post articles if you're interested in looking at some of the news in crypto space. So that's Live Coin Watch. If you like this website, by all means, try them out. Let's go ahead and hop into the news for today. So one news article I saw, which is on CoinDesk. So if you want to come in here, if you're new to the crypto world, CoinDesk is a really good place to go see news. Coinbase is gearing up for this biggest ever expansion of crypto asset listings. So as y'all should know by now, Bitcoin recently added Ethereum Classic. And before that happened, when they announced what they were going to release, Ethereum Classic's price jumped. So the reason this is big news, and the reason you want to pay attention, is if you're looking at making some form of profit and you want to get into something, when they say, hey, we're going to add, I don't know, Dash or Ox or whatever they are, Stellar, whatever they choose to add, if you're looking at something to get some profit on relatively quickly, that would be a good way to do it. Coinbase is kind of the go-to. It's the simplest way for people to go in there and buy different types of cryptos. So the CEO, I'm going to highlight this so you can see it right here. He confirmed they're evaluating cryptos, and the ones that he actually specifically said was Cardano or ADA, Stellar Luminums, and Zcash. So those would be three I would keep an eye on right now. The CEO said it. Last time he said one was Ethereum Classic, and Ethereum Classic's listed now. So it's something to keep an eye on. The criteria that they're looking for right here in order to be added is A, is it legally compliant? B, is it technically secure and innovative? And C, do our customers want it? So they're not just saying those three. Coinbase sounds like they're really going to start trying to add more and more cryptocurrencies on their website, which is great, which is, as far as the crypto sphere growing, this is great news. So whenever good news like this does happen, even though those three are the ones they're talking about, good news always helps all cryptos. It's not just, one. They all kind of flow together. Bitcoin goes up, they kind of go together. So just really read over this article if you want to. Just know that it's starting to come. We're getting ready to go into the place where cryptos are going to start being added in other places. So that this is huge news for the crypto sphere. So I will put a link below with this article. That way, if you want to come here and read it, by all means, it's a good read. Next is an article about Mike Novogratz. And if you're new to the area, Mike Novogratz is a hedge fund manager who did stocks, and now he's kind of like leading the crypto hedge fund world. And he predicted that we're going to hit a 10,000 level of Bitcoin by the end of the year. And the one thing, if you've been around the crypto world, he is a hedge fund manager. So he, even though he won't say it, he's going to say stuff that helps Bitcoin price climb. That's what he wants. So take it like a grain of salt. But the nice thing about him, he's not unrealistic. You'll get people out there saying, "Oh, we're going to hit 100,000, we're going to hit 50,000," and just huge numbers. That to me is just, it's out there. If we do, great, but I'm not going to listen to that. 10,000 when we're sitting at 6,500 in the time frame that we have left, that's not unreasonable, you guys. As you can see right here, what he's expecting is for institutional players to hop in the market, and you're going to see Bitcoin cross key support levels of 6,800, 8,800, and then 10,000. So kind of a stair-step process going there. And the way he says it's going to happen is basically you're going to have one institutional player get in, another says, hey, they're doing well, they hop in. Then once you get 2 or 3 of these institutional players getting in with their money and investing, you're going to start seeing a snowball effect of these investors starting to come in. And when these investors come in, we're not talking, little old me or whoever out there. We're talking people with a lot of money dumping money into the crypto industry. So we're sitting at roughly $250 billion market cap right now. That could easily go up. I mean, we've seen it at $750 billion. We know it can go there. That happened last December. So we know that level exists. It could happen again easily, and that was without big institutional players. Imagine what would happen when they get into the sphere. And the other big thing is right here, and if you're not aware of this, and we'll do a little news article one day on this, is that recently it was announced that backed is going to be a platform to increase crypto liquidity. And so that's we're getting into the NASDAQ exchanges and stuff like that with institutionals as far as backing this platform. So Goldman Sachs, ICE, those players get ready to come in there with that. That is actually coming in November. And what he's saying is he's expecting something massive Q1, Q2 of 2019. He's just saying we got to lead up before that. So let's go ahead and let's just do a scenario on our charts over here, you guys. So let me come over here. So what we're going to look at is, and you know what I was thinking was funny was on my descending triangle, November 11th is actually kind of the day it intersects. And that is right around the day that back's coming out. So it's weird how some stuff happens. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the point of, we're going to go ahead and add a cross in here. So we're going to add a cross line right here. And what I want to do is, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So right here is $10,000. And we're going to go to 2019. And I'm just going to get it as close as possible. So we'll just put it, say, right here. $10,026. Close enough. Alright, so what he's saying is we're going to have to go up here. So here's where we are currently. So what it's going to have to do, it will probably come down a little bit. We might hit our head against a resistance, come down one more time. And right around here is probably where our breakout's going to occur. Right around the end of October. And he's saying we're going to go to 6,800 and find support. So it'd be like this, come back down to 69. Then 8,800 is our next one. We'll come up, test it, break it, come back down, and then we take off. So again, I'm sorry for the ugly drawing, but I just want to give you a representation of kind of what you would expect. So if we're going to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, it's going to be something like that. As you can tell, it's a very exciting time, because if it does that, you're talking about a lot of profit. And I know some people are like, well, that's impossible, that won't happen. Let me take you back in the past. You ain't even got to go that far. Just last year, here's the bull market last year. Just off our lowest point right here, which was actually is 52.36. If we look at where we went in a month, so what date was that? It was November the 11th. Just by the end of November, right here, you guys, we're at $11,000. That is a bigger gap than what we're currently in. If we zoom even closer, you'll see it is very, very possible. There's our level. There's where his prediction was. There's the support level that we're at now. We can cover that gap very, very easily. And he's saying in Q1, Q2 of 2019 that they're expecting more institutional money to get in. Well, last year when we broke that level, what he's predicting, look what happened. It went on a massive bull run. Now, will that happen again? I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know. Could it happen? Very, very easily. It could happen very easily. So just be aware, you guys. What he's predicting is not really outlandish. Now, if you see somebody out there predicting $50,000 by the end of the year, that's outlandish. That's crazy. If they're even predicting 20,000, I even would be questioning that. I mean, you see how far of a rise that would be. So when you hear these people make bold predictions, guesstimates, or anything like that, just take them with a grain of salt. You know, if somebody's saying, hey, we think it's going to hit 8,000 by the end of the year, I mean, you see where my target is. That's not out of the realm of possibilities. It could very easily happen. So just know, when you start reading news and stuff, especially if you're new to this trading and stuff, you'll hear outlandish stuff just as much as you'll hear, oh, we're going to go down to $2,000 down here. You'll hear all kinds of crazy stuff. So just be aware, especially if you're new. If you're not new, give me your opinion below. Send me a comment. Where do you think we're going to end up? Do you think we're going to hit 10,000 by the end of the year? Do you think we're going to go down and hit, say, 5,000? Well, where do y'all think we're going to go? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe below, hit that notification bell, hit a like. It'll really help our channel grow. If there's a coin that you would like us to review, we're getting ready to start doing our Coin of the Week videos. We already have one picked out. We're doing our research and stuff on it, and we're going to package it up. And the Coin of the Week is anything outside of, the top, say, 10 to 20. The bigger tokens everybody knows is established. I'm also going to do videos on those anyway to explain them. But I want something outside the box, something where people might not know about. So by all means, send those to me. We'll do videos. With that, you guys, I hope you have a good one. Hope you have great trading, and we'll talk to you next time.